Hello, YouTubers. It's been a while. I realize that. I don't know why it's been such a while since I made a video. I used to really enjoy it, and then I kind of fell out of it. Life-wise, I've kind of been through hell, so that's kind of why. Things have gotten better the past few years, I'd say. But, yeah, it was really bad for quite a while there. But anyway, enough about that. What I wanted to talk about today was there are a lot of videos on YouTube, and the reason I've found these videos, give you a little background. I moved to Texas in 2011, and I'm not a fan. There's just a lot of, I guess you could say, minor annoyances about the place that I I don't like. I mean, I kind of think that Texas is kind of a place that evokes a kind of an extreme reaction. Either you love it or you hate it. And I mean, I don't want to raise the ire of some Texans, but no, sorry, it's not for me. Okay. Anyway, though, I plan to move back to Virginia sometime, maybe 2 years, maybe less, maybe a little more. Yeah, a lot of things need to be figured out for that, but it is the plan to move back. So, anyway, I've seen a lot of videos where people are talking about the pros and cons of Texas, and I've noticed that a lot of my irritations are not really talked about. And I realize that some of them are unique to me because, for someone that moved to Texas, circumstances, I didn't really have, when I left Virginia, I'm a big fan of, if somebody says I had no choice, saying, no, you had a choice, you just didn't like the consequences associated with said choice. I don't ever really think that, there's ever no choice, just not liking what's going to happen if you pick one choice over the other. So, anyway, it came down to me in Virginia. It looked like I was going to either be homeless or come to Texas. So, better option than being homeless is, what I chose. So, anyway, I really had no choice of alternatives, let's say, of where I could have gone. I could have stayed in Virginia and been homeless for an unknown period of time. It may have been short-lived. It may have, drag on for years. I mean, who knows? But I didn't pick that option, so it's kind of a moot point. So anyway, 2011, moved here to Texas, and it was pretty apparent right off the bat that I was a lot different than most people here. I live in East Texas. I now live in Tyler. At first I lived in Van, but now I live in Tyler. And East Texas, it's my understanding, is a lot different than some other areas of Texas. It's the, Christian, conservative, not to get political, Donald Trump loving, Ted Cruz loving, area. So, and I'm not like that at all. Sure, there's good aspects of, the people here, for the most part, the people are friendly. That's one thing, hands down, comes out on most of the YouTube videos is, oh, we love the people, love the people, love the people, love the people. All right, yeah. On the surface, if you don't have to get into any drawn out dealings, yeah, friendly on the outside. You know, the type of people where if you're stuck on the side of the road, you know, anywhere else, you know, you're lucky if somebody would come by and help you and see what's up. In East Texas, yeah, you'll have 5-6 people stop, that sort of thing, you know, and see how you're doing, and you know, a lot of people around here are very handy, so might be able to help you if you're having some sort of a car issue, that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, there's good aspects. I'm not going to say there's not, but one aspect that I never see addressed is religion. Like I said, very Christian conservative, and Texas goes overboard with it, I believe. I mean, things that you would never even think could have a religious or faith-based type, they figured it out, you know. I mean, there's a Christian-based water park. There used to be a little amusement park that had like carnival rides and such. Also Christian themed. It's a Christian car club. Christian motorcycle clubs. Christian talent agency. I mean, and it seems that a lot of the people here seem to find it necessary to overstate the fact that they are a Christian. You know, it's just, I'm not religious. Never really have been. You know, and these people just feel the need to, you know, like you see people, you know, put first and foremost Christian. You know, I mean, all right, this is the Bible Belt. You know, when you live in the Bible Belt, you meet people in the Bible Belt, you can pretty much assume that a good, you know, 80%, maybe even more, are Christian or profess to be Christian. You don't really need to overstate it, you know. So, and you know, it seems like that is basically the cornerstone of what people use as a measure of being a good person. You know, I've heard so many times, you know, people talking about, oh, he's such a good person, goes to church every Sunday. That's the first criteria listed. Oh, goes to church every Sunday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes someone a good person. But yeah, and it's a lot of the hypocritical religion, you know, it's just, I dislike it. Also, one thing I see listed as a positive in a lot of these videos is state pride. Texas is... people almost have a religious devotion to this place. You say anything, you know, like some of these videos that I was talking about, you know, are pros and cons of Texas, and like 90% of the time, the people that are in the comments who are Texans, you know, just because the person listed one negative aspect, oh my God, you know, it's like the Texans get so offended and angry, and you know, you don't like it, leave. We don't want you here anyway. Here, you and your California liberal politics. You know, I'm serious. Look at these videos. You know, And, it's usually, honestly like that, Go back to California with your liberal politics, But, it's... The thing is, my problem with it is, I don't have a problem with the fact that they're proud. Okay, fine. It's that the pride many times turns into arrogance. You ain't Texas, you ain't shit, It's just, sometimes it's done in a playful, good-natured way, but there's still an underlying truth to that feeling, and, or they wouldn't even play that way, I would say, So, yeah, that's the problem. There's one time I saw a lady with a shirt on, and it said, "If you ain't from Texas, well, bless your heart." Now, if you're not a Southerner, bless your heart is basically the sweet Southern way to say, fuck you. Honestly. Ask any Southerner. That's really what it is. It's basically a way to say fuck you and just sound like you're dripping them in honey and being sweet as ever. It's not. And, that's just, it just puts out a bad vibe and image, it's just like, unless you're going to assimilate and become some country Christian conservative, it's like, well, you can come to Texas, but don't you dare try to change us, I'm not here to change anybody. I'm just in Texas. I, fell on a lot of hard times in Virginia. I came back here to get myself back on my feet. I've been successful with getting back on my feet. I'm not a millionaire or anything, but, I'm far from rich, but, I'm back on my feet. I'm doing okay, and, it's just the fact that these people have those feelings is just, I just don't get it. I've never seen state allegiance taken to that level, and I just think it's just ridiculous, so I've covered the, religion, the downside of the state pride. It seems like so many people are like, oh, you drive down every street and you see, Texas flags neck and neck with the American flag, and isn't that cool, and okay, yeah, and then you talk to the asshole who has his state flags neck and neck with the the American flag, and he's telling him to get you and your liberal ass pantywaist liberal politics out of his state. It's just that those are two big things that really turn me off of this area. There's a few other things that I'm not even going to bother to mention, but it's just, I'm just not happy with this area. I haven't been for a long time. I just really didn't have any options to leave, and now I do. So it's basically that my wife is on board with the idea, not happily. She's kind of begrudgingly doing it, kind of knows that it's basically what I'm going to do anyway. So she's just kind of, And yeah, I came down to Texas. I gave it a good try. I've been here 7 years. I don't like it. I've never liked it. She realizes that. So, as much as she doesn't really want to go to Virginia, as much as she doesn't want to go to Virginia, as much as I want to stay in Texas. And we might not go to Virginia. I need to get closer to Virginia. for the reason of my older children. I should have never, well, that's another, I could make 10 videos on that, but, I'm not going to air my dirty personal family laundry on YouTube. I'm just not going to do it. But, yeah, I mean, I need to get closer to my older children, suffice to say. I mean, I guess the other annoyances, if I absolutely had to, I guess I could tolerate them. But, it's just, it's not where I want to be, It seems like the biggest complaint I see about Texas is either the weather or the traffic, honestly, is what I see a lot. And, I mean, not where I live. I mean, in East Texas, the traffic is mild. It's getting to be a bigger area. The roads are probably a little too narrow for, what it's becoming. They're going to have to eventually do some work. But, it's a damn sight better than it's ever been in Virginia. Or better than it's been in Virginia in 40 years, probably. But, yeah, it's just, this area is just not for me. It's for some people. Some people come down here and it is just, they rave and how awesome and love it. Hey, you like it? Good. It's not for me. For you? Okay, whatever. It's just not, just not my cup of tea. But, it's got, I mean, like I said, it's got good points, it's, low cost of living. Can't beat cost of living here. I mean, that's probably the number one thing I'm going to miss is the low cost of living. I've got a 2-bedroom apartment. The rent, all right, I'm going to give some personal information. My rent is $7.79 a month. 2 bedrooms. Internet and water, cable included. I basically, as far as apartment expenses, pay for electricity. Yeah, and my electricity in the summer months usually runs about $125, and it's good, in that aspect. Alright, well, anyway, the rain is really starting to pick up here, so I'm going to sign off, and hopefully I will continue to make some more videos. So, bye.